Tampa Bay Bucs a 2018 loss in Pittsburgh, even though Tampa was favored by more than a touchdown. That, according to Fox Bet Sportsbook. Now, it did get close at one point. Brady nearly led the team to a tie late in the fourth, but they come up short on a two-point conversion. Now, here's an interesting nugget. Brady flew separately to Pittsburgh because he attended Robert Kraft's wedding Friday night in New York City. The Bucs converted only one of their 4 red zone chances, just under 30% on third downs. Ouch. Shannon, what do you think is the biggest reason the Bucs lost to the Steelers?
Brady was awful, and he's been awful all year long. And a lot of people are afraid to say it because they don't want to upset Tom Brady. But here under the Fox umbrella, we use the term fair and balanced. And fair is he's been terrible. His lowest QBR since QBR has been into existence, 2006. His lowest touchdown passes through 6 games. Lowest yards per attempt. He's awful. And now, Jen said, no, hold on. He flew separate. Well, Jen didn't add. He missed Saturday's walkthrough. He missed 11 days in training camps. He doesn't practice on Wednesday. He flew separate, but he quit to holler, team. And now every time I turn around, he's in somebody's face on the sideline. If I'm an offensive lineman, I'm going to say, bro, you playing like stir fry your damn self. You see ghosts that are not there. How many times did he miss Chris Godwin when he was wide open? How many times did he bounce it to the tight end? How many times did he overshoot the back? But you don't want to talk about that because you're afraid to upset Tom Brady's feelings. Well, I don't care. He's been terrible. He's 45 years of age, and he's dealing with something publicly he's never had to deal with before. That is what's going on with Tom Brady. Mike Evans ain't going to be happy about only getting 4 targets either, but that's none of my business. I don't even know why I brought it up. Every time I turn around, he's on a, guy, you're so much better than what you're playing. Are you any better than what you playing, bro? I don't know if somebody need to give him a mirror or let him watch the tape, but he's been terrible this year, and you know it and you won't say it. But I will. I'm going to stand on it because you know what? I got the numbers to back it up. A team without their top 3 corners, without one of the best 2 or 3 best safeties in all of football, a team without one of the best defensive players, 2 or 3 best defensive players, and you can't give but 18 damn points. 4 of 14 on 4th down. That's Tom Brady. Ping. Mike Evans was there. Chris Godwin was there. Russell Gage was there. All of the guys that you think, because every time Tom Brady loses, there's got to be a reason. No Julio, no Mike Evans, no Chris Godwin. All of those guys were there yesterday except Julio. And what happened? He looked hot mess. You know it and I know it. And I want these guys, these beat writers, and I want everybody that's covering Tom Brady, call it like you see it, like you do for everybody else. We're not trying to take what he's already done. He has those 7 Super Bowls. He's won 6 of them with game-winning drives. But that ain't got nothing to do with how he's playing right now. He's playing like some straight-up landfill. Not trash, landfill where they take all the trash out. So that's why they lost.
So let me get this straight from the Hall of Famer, Shannon Sharp. I'm not in the Hall of Fame, but for 6 straight years on this show, you have tried to send Tom Brady home.
Now,
okay?
Skip.
Is it time for him to go home?
Is it
time for him to go home? I need it on the record. I need it right now. No. We got to go bigger picture.
No, we don't.
You're saying
Let's
he's awful.
Let's talk about this.
See,
that's what you always do. You always try to shift. Go big picture. Go to yesterday. Why did they lose?
I'm about to really go to yesterday, but I need you on the record.
I ain't got nothing to say. I done said my part.
Because you're afraid, because you know he's the one man in sports you cannot bet against. He's the one man who has made you look sillier than any man in the history of the world has made you look.
Is he making me look silly now?
6 straight years.
Is he making me look silly now?
He will.
Making me look silly?
I need it. I need you to tell me.
I said he was terrible. I said he was terrible yesterday. He was terrible for the first 6 weeks.
Is he washed?
You see it.
Is it time to go home?
It's been that time.
Oh, really? Okay, I got him. I finally got him on the record. Wait. Shannon Sharp says it's time to go home. Am I right?
It's time for him to go home because he has other things on his mind.
I love this.
So in other words, there's nothing going on with Tom Brady. There's nothing wrong with Tom Brady. Let me get you on record.
Okay, I'm on record. I think that's been going on for about 5 years.
No. Had it become public. Remember, video changes everything. When things become public knowledge, it changes everything. So now I want to get you on record. Is there anything going on with Tom Brady? Yes or no?
I don't know.
Now you don't know.
Neither do you.
Now you don't know.
Neither
know.
do you.
Now you don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you don't know.
So I'm going to remind you that during the pandemic year, when somehow Tom Brady righted the ship and went on to win the Super Bowl, they lost on a Sunday night at home to their arch rival New Orleans Saints at home 38-3. And would you believe that Tom Brady threw 3 interceptions in that game and looked way worse than he looked yesterday at Pittsburgh? And Shannon Sharp said, it's time to go home. And you know what it was time to do? It was time to go win the Super Bowl with the sucking ears.
Because that's what you do. Every time he loses a game, that's his nemesis. So Pittsburgh his nemesis. Remember, he owns the Steelers, right?
He used to.
Oh, no, he used to. Okay, why is he used to?
Okay, it's my turn. And it's my turn to talk, and I'm not going to be interrupted.
Why you interrupt me all the time?
I let you spew all your garbage all over the table.
Anytime you spew garbage, he know I got it. Go ahead, take off. I ain't got nothing to say.
You really
Everybody at home know what they saw Tom Brady yesterday.
Now for the truth of what happened yesterday. The Pittsburgh Steelers had lost 4 straight games. They had just lost at Buffalo 38-3. Speaking of Tom Brady losing to the Saints, 38-3.
Yep.
They looked completely dead in the water because, to your point, they had lost the 3 corners. They had lost Minkah Fitzpatrick. They had also lost T.J. Watt. So there's no way that anybody's going to get to Tom Brady. He got the SH kicked out of him yesterday. He never gets touched. Trust me, he got touched and touched and touched and touched some more yesterday because they could not block Pittsburgh. Couldn't block him from day one. That's why he was screaming at the offensive line. What are you guys doing? They came out deadheaded because they did not take Pittsburgh seriously. And
did Tom Brady take him serious?
Wait, it's my turn to talk.
Did he take him serious?
You know what? Okay, you talk.
Okay, thank you.
You go ahead.
Did Tom Brady take him serious? So in other words, you're going to fly a private jet all the way to New York to see your former owner get married. That's taking the team serious. You're not going to show up for Saturday walkthrough. That's taking them serious. You're not going to practice for Wednesday. You taking them serious. You miss 11 days in training camp. You taking it this season serious. Everybody got to take it serious except Tom Brady. Why? Go ahead.
Tell me when you're finished.
I'm done.
Okay, now my turn. Again, for what actually happened in the football game that I watched without Brady hate in my eyes, just coloring. You wear Brady hate glasses when you watch it. You got a Brady hate TV that you bought. I don't know where you got it. On the dark web somewhere, they gave you a Brady hate TV, and it shows you an exaggerated form of what Brady's actually doing during the game. So here's the first play I would like to show. This happens very early in the game. It's a 3rd and 6. At the Tampa Bay 35, 11:41 to go in the game, and they make a big stop because the rookie quarterback, he's starting to unravel a little bit. He's going to have a bad game. And watch what Devin White does to the rookie quarterback after he has delivered an incomplete pass. Could we see Devin White, please? He just shoves him down for no reason. He just shoves him down. It doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't do you any good. He just shoves the kid onto his back and gets an automatic easy flag that sustains a drive that becomes 7-0 Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You can't do it. You're just not ready to play. You're not thinking. It's just one of those errors that you make, a mental error where you just say, what are you thinking?
Okay.
Then on the next drive, down they go to 1st and 10 at the Pitt 17, and Brady's starting to look like Brady, and he throws a ball to Cameron Brate, who didn't last much longer in this game, but he throws a ball to Cameron Brate at the goal line that Miles Jack makes a hellacious play on. He gets up and gets fingertips on ball and tips it just away because that's a touchdown. Trust me, it's going to hit him right in the numbers for a touchdown, and it's going to be 7-7, and all of a sudden it's 7-3. Then we get to another fateful turning point in the game. It's 1st and goal at the Pittsburgh 3, which becomes 2nd and goal at the 1 after a 2-yard gain by Lenny Fournette. So it's 2nd goal at the 1. What does Tom Brady do better than anybody has ever done at quarterback in the history?
But his legs gone.
I don't think his legs are gone.
Did you not see the
I saw him got stuck. That was at midfield. I got it. But when he smells pay dirt, there's nothing like him in the league. There's never been anything like quarterback sneaking Tom Brady for touchdowns. You have to. It's like from the half-yard line. You have to sneak it. Instead, he gives it to Lenny Fournette for -3. Then he gets sacked for -5. And all of a sudden, you have to take another field goal, and you're still down by a point. Then they get the lucky bounce field goal off the crossbar at the end of the half. And that's when you know it's not our day. And that ignited Tom Brady yelling at the offensive line. Well, he does it almost every game. He yells at somebody because that's just who he is.
And more so now, Skip. He didn't used to do this. He yelled in New England, but not every every game now. There's not one game this season in which Tom Brady hasn't lost. Well, he's galvanizing the team. He's motivating team. That guy's a great leader. That's not what they say when other guys start yelling, but that's neither here nor there.
Remember, he has a rookie left guard. He has a center who had never played center before this year, Robert Hainsey out of Notre Dame, who was drafted in the 3rd round to play either right tackle or right guard, and they stuck him at center, and I think Brady's having a hard time with him because he's not being able to hold the fort down in the middle of the line.
So in other words, Tom Brady's the only guy that has an influx of offensive line. He's the only guy. So it's going through this of the 32 starting quarterbacks, only Tom.
Obviously, he's 45 years of age, and he can't get hit like he got hit yesterday because he's not going to last much longer.
Whoa.
You're going to be right because Father Time's going to punch him right in the mouth.
Skip. So when did Tom Brady realize he was going to turn 45 during the season?
Well, he just needs to be protected better than he was in the first half.
Well, the officials doing the best job they possibly can.
Okay, so now opening kickoff of the second half. That Sims kid for Pittsburgh takes it and goes 89 yards right up the gut. You can't do it against an underdog, a hopeless underdog at Pittsburgh. The crowd's going to go crazy, and all of a sudden they're going to get another field goal, and you're going to be down 13-9.
You should have been down a touchdown. Jamel Dean got on his horses and went and got it.
Mm-hmm. He did. It was sweet.
Jamel Dean saved it. That was 4 points.
Jamel Dean is a pretty big corner, and he can flat fly.
Yeah.
I was highly impressed by that. That saved 4 points. I give you that. Now, here comes the GOAT, and he is the unqualified GOAT. Here he comes, and if I could show you a throw he made to Chris Godwin, who you said he threw him 12 balls, he only caught 6. This is a 28-yarder. Okay. This is with 11:33 left in the 3rd quarter. This is a GOAT throw. I don't care what you say. That's big time. That's Tom Brady at his greatest, still at age 45. And he throws it into a very tight window.
Yeah, he back-shouldered him,
and hit him. And that was a big throw that I thought, okay, maybe they're going to get back in the game. But they take it all the way down to 1st and 10 at 13, and they have a false start. And then they have an eligible man down the field. And they wind up with another field goal. Yeah. And you can't keep doing it because you're going to lose. If you go into the red zone 4 times and you come away with 1 touchdown, you're just going to lose at Pittsburgh.
That's been the MO the whole season.
All right, okay. And then, if I could show you I'm going to get to Trubisky in just a moment, but if I could show you another throw that Brady made, this is the 17-yarder to the rookie Otten. It's 3rd and 4 at the Tampa Bay 45, and he's coming. Okay, that was a sweet throw also. Yeah. That's on the button, tight window, well covered between 2 defenders, and he hit him, and he stood strong in the pocket. That ball's got some juice on it. And then Lenny Fournette takes it home. Good throw for the touchdown from 11 yards, just a little swing pass, and it was all Fournette. He didn't run the ball very well, but he caught it very well as usual. Okay, so then that leads to the 2-point try to Godwin, and I will give you this. I don't think Brady made a great choice on this play to Godwin because Devin Bush has...
He fooled him, Skip.
He's covered it.
Yeah, but watch what Devin Bush does. Yeah. He pretends like he's going, I got you. He takes a couple of steps to the tight end, and then he...
And he got a hand on it.
Yeah, Brady never saw him.
He never saw him. And I think it would have been a catch. It looked like it was on target, but Devin Bush got him. And I don't know if it was the best choice on that throw, but whatever. It didn't work, and all of a sudden, they're still in trouble. Now, here's the catch to this game. Here's the catch 22. It's just like the Dallas game. In the end, Brady needs the defense to rise up and save him, as it has many times in the past, because they're really good, or so I thought, on defense. Would you believe they let Mitch Trubisky convert 4 huge 3rd downs at the end of the game?
Those 2 third downs.
You just can't do it. But I think we have them all in a row. It's 3rd and 13, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 15, and 3rd and 11. If we could see these in a row, here's the big one, 3rd and 15 on the out route.
I don't know what Carl Davis was thinking.
I don't either. It's just huge. This is Mitch Trubisky. That's just wide open. That's just silly. And then here we go with the last 2.
There's the Claypool.
Huge.
This was the play of the game. This is the play of the game right here, Skip.
He rolls out, throws it up the sideline, and Claypool gets his feet in. And that's game over because now they've killed the clock. So Mitch Trubisky comes off the bench for Kenny Pickett and saves the game with a QBR of 91 in his time in the game because he converts 4 3rd downs. Well, you got to blame the defense to some degree because you can't allow that. You got to stop one of those because if you make one of those stops, we might be having a different conversation.
But shouldn't I expect more than 18 points from Tom Brady?
Sure. But again, he lost Cameron Brate, and now he's got nobody. He's got the kid Cade Otton at the end.
But I like Otton. I think Otton can play. He's going to